this is Tom Borg. I got a question for you. Do you have an employee that just doesn't seem to put 100% into the job? I mean, they're the type of person that you really wonder if they're worth keeping on your team at all. I'll tell you a story. One of the clients I worked with some years ago, a large automotive manufacturer, I did an in-house program with a group of people within that organization. It was a team of supervisors. And one guy, we'll call him Bob, one supervisor had this employee who was a handful. This employee was the type of guy who would come into work late on a regular basis, try to punch out early, oftentimes was successful at it, get out of there early, always seemed to have to push this guy to get things done. He just was not a productive employee. Well, I laid down a challenge to Bob. I said, Bob, over the next 3 weeks, get to know this guy. Buy him coffee every day on one of the breaks throughout the day. Buy him a coffee and just ask some questions about him and listen to the answers. Well, Bob came back and shared with me 3 weeks later what happened. First time he sat down with the employee, wasn't much to be said. In fact, it was a very uncomfortable conversation that they had. Obviously, the employee was thinking something was up. Maybe he was going to get fired or written up. Well, Bob persisted. And what happened in the ensuing days that followed was he found some things out about this employee, that he had an autistic son at home. And it was creating a lot of chaos in the home. And that was part of the reason why he was late for work at times, just trying to get control before he left, helping his wife get things under control. And there were times they had to leave early because a similar situation was flaring up at home. So Bob was listening. His employee was sharing. And over the next couple of weeks, something interesting started to happen. This employee, this troublesome, this employee who was such a problem, started to show up for work not on time, but early. And there were times he'd come around Bob's office toward the end of his shift and say, hey, Bob, I got some extra time tonight. Would you like me to put in some overtime? Now, this happened in a 3-week span. Now, is this going to work for every one of your employees if you just sit down and listen to them and ask them questions about who they are and how they feel about what they do for you? Maybe, maybe not. But it's worth the investment. Why not try it out? So, I'd like to sum it up by saying, put some time into your employees and you'll be surprised at what you might find out. That's all for this time. I look forward to speaking with you next time.